Today I have with me
Otacon or Jesus, one of the two.
Yeah. Who else do we have?
Sorry, I'm trying to open the
opening a
Yeah,
Coke.
I'm not trying to open it right next to the mic. You got
my
send
God.
back over here again.
Send back.
Yeah,
Send back.
I didn't die.
And Backstab is dead, so he's not here this week.
When is he coming back?
Whenever he stops working. I don't know.
He
He's working
stops
weekends.
working in general.
Yeah, just this is his life now, just to play Elden Ring and to hang out and do the podcast. That'd be a good
Heck
life.
yeah.
He just started playing that game.
He's already liking it.
I know. He seems like he's gonna be invested.
I don't know why he keeps saying like, bro, they changed so much to the Dark
Okay,
Souls.
we'll talk about Elden Ring in a second, but for now, there will be timestamps in the description for our review of the movie. You want to skip ahead to that, but for now, let's buy some tickets and grab our favorite concessions. So, how's your guys' week been?
I've been good. I've been working. I've been playing the new hit game, Elden Ring.
Oh, poor Javier. You got to play it, man.
He's the only one who doesn't seem to care about it.
I don't. What is that?
Even Aleksey's bitch ass started
Well,
playing.
I'm not. I don't know.
Aleksey even offered to buy Jesus a copy. Maybe he can convince him to get you one.
Yeah, if I don't know when he's gonna buy it.
He probably forgot. You probably had to remind him.
Oh, yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not a game that I'm not really.
Yeah, I'll
It's
let
just
you
a
try
game.
it out later, see if you like it.
Yeah, I mean, you could try it out, yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be the same like feel as Demon Soul.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I don't know. There's something fun about it.
Like, it starts off not as hard, so it's easier to get, like, used to it.
Compared to Demon Soul, when you start off just like going to the wrong floor and you're already fighting like a level 10 boss. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh, yeah. I went
Well-
into a trap earlier where it teleported me to the other end of the world.
Oh, yeah, I told Aleksey about that, too.
I was like, what the frick? Everybody's
Was it a crystal cave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody was so beefy there. I'm like, oh my God. I just kept getting obliterated.
Do you just respawn in there then?
Yeah, you just keep respawning. You have to find your way out.
I
without dying.
found a, one of those campfires, like, near the entrance of that place.
Mm-hmm.
But since I lit it, I think...
You saved your spawn point there?
Yeah, so I couldn't just die and then respawn back where I was before
That's
that.
big brain moves. Big brain moves.
Yeah.
The big
They also
brain.
give you an item that like teleports you to the nearest, or not the nearest, but the last bonfire that you were at.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah,
Facts. But yeah, Elden Ring, fantastic game. Very difficult, but very fun.
yeah. I got really stuck on the first little mini boss, the one that you first encounter.
Oh, yeah.
And I just had to give up for a couple hours, and I came back. But I finally got that guy.
The Tree Sentinel.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. That dude's strong as heck. I'm just trying to upgrade my character so I can wield a heavy weapon.
Have you upgraded your weapons at all?
No. Should I?
Not the beginner ones, I don't think.
Yeah, I was waiting till I find some other ones.
You know that halberd that you get from the Tree Sentinel?
Mm-hmm.
I'm working to use that one
Oh, nice.
for my
dude.
build.
Hell yeah. Javier, when you gonna play? Oh, you already exited the sounds.
No, I'm just looking through it, just trying to like
But-
get a good feel for what to play to win.
But that was me and Jesus week. How was your week, Javier?
You know, the weekday, it's been a lot of homework because my sister's failing a
Oh,
couple
man.
classes. So I've
Oh,
been doing
homework.
yeah, so I've been doing a shit ton of homework after work. And then the weekend, Tisha's worked this weekend. So, like, I've been staying up till, like, 1 or 2. And then I go to bed and I wake up at 6.
Oh my gosh.
Like 6:20. And her job is, like, 15 minutes away. So it's 15 minutes driving there and 15 minutes back. So that's why I'm wide awake afterwards.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm always up at 6. But, like, after that, I'm just up. And then it takes... Saturday, it took me... I didn't go back to sleep. I just was up. Which is like... Well, this sucks.
Why
Is
didn't
that why you were
watch-
late today?
Yeah, why didn't you watch the
I
movies?
don't know. I was trying to figure out a way to watch a show called Bar Rescue.
Bro, you,
Deadass. I've been looking
You're
for
watching something else instead of watching the assigned movies. Oh my goodness, bro.
But I also wasn't thinking.
If I paid you guys, I would deduct money. But I
to
don't.
$0.
No. I was thinking if we ever get successful, I would pay you guys for your time.
That'd be
But-
cool.
That'd be a whole different story though, because then it'd be like it's a job. So I'm like, I have to watch your shit. And then
Exactly.
I
That's
actually do more.
what I'm hoping is that you guys will actually watch the movies and not watch other stuff like the bartender.
Well, I never got just even funny because I think, like I said, I think it's on Paramount Plus, and you have to pay for that shit. And I was thinking, I was debating so hard. I was like, do I pay for it? Do I put $100 for the year or no?
Oh my god!
Well,
and that took how long?
The
5
whole
hours.
day. The whole day.
Well, afterwards, like,
I mean, if you didn't want to watch it that badly, you could just watch it in the background while you did
I
something
literally I watched the movie while playing Elden Ring.
Well,
and I
In
still
the Heights-
it's not hard to
else. Yeah,
like,
they're both
pay
musicals,
attention.
so
well, In
you
the
could
Heights,
just-
that's the movie that I actually looking for. I was looking for.
Well, you could have did
Yeah, but
the background
the thing
with
is,
Cyrano.
yeah, they're musicals, so they tell the story through song. So you mostly can just listen to it.
I could have done that. I should've-
You can listen to the whole soundtrack in the car.
Yesterday, basically around 10 o'clock is when I had to start doing shit. So, like, took a shower. Then I went to a dealership. I bought my mom a new car.
Oh, right. How'd that go?
You bought it?
Yeah.
His mom asked him to.
Oh.
So, I have another car loan under my name. I have 3 car loans under my name. Just a heads up. Because last week I bought my brother
Can
a
you
car.
give me a car?
Last week?
Yeah, somehow I got approved.
Javier, you have
another
such
car.
good credit. Can you get me a car?
No. But after they pay everything off, I'm going to have like an 800 credit
Yeah,
score.
you're going to have really good
I'm going to have the
credit.
bombest credit. And I'm going to be like, how do I fuck this up?
Unless they fuck it up.
That's what I told him. I'm like, you got to make sure your mom pays on time.
Well, it's gonna be under my account. So I'll have another tab that says her car payments.
Okay. So in case she misses it, you'll pay it and then be like, hey, give me the money. That's smart.
But yeah, after that, I had took
What
a
kind of
shower.
car?
She got my old car, a Ford Focus.
Oh, wait, what do you mean old car? You got a new one?
Remember, I have a Ford Fusion.
Oh,
My
that's
old
right. Yeah.
He's a Ford guy.
It's wild though. She got a Ford Focus, a 2017 Ford Focus with 6,000 miles on it.
Oh, huh. How much? Well,
17,000. That was
Oh,
it. That was
that's
all
not
they were
that
asking
bad.
for. I was like, what the fuck?
They didn't even drive that car.
No, the person who owned it before just like probably went up the street and back.
Yeah.
That was
due
it.
to COVID and like how used cars are like valued more,
Mm-hmm.
it actually helped with my car crash because my car's value
Increased?
it didn't increase, but it just stayed rock steady.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't depreciate as fast.
Yeah.
See, that was a problem. I bought a new car during like the height of the pandemic, so I ended up paying more than I would have.
Wait, you got
before.
another car?
the Jeep.
Oh,
I got the
you
Jeep
got that
during-
last year, right?
Yeah, I got it
Okay.
during the right in the middle of the pandemic, so I was like, fuck, I need
I-
to pay more.
So here's a wild fact. I didn't
And
even
like
know this.
I'm paying a lot more than with my old car.
But yours is
but-
newer, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that I'm just saying like I'm glad about the interest rate shit.
Oh yeah, with this third one, my interest for this third one was 4.99. With the one with my brother, it's 9.66.
Huh.
So I got really low interest for both the cars.
Yeah, I got 3.5 I think on mine.
But the one I have right there is like 3.7 something. So I have like, I don't know why, I just have the bombest rates right
That's
now.
good.
So
Well,
like,
because of COVID too, yeah. Interest rates are low, like on a house and shit.
Let's go.
I think house interest rates are going up though now.
Yeah, but it's still a seller's market, so like,
'Cause
I don't
we're
think people should be buying right now
it's because we're going quote unquote back to normal
with the war.
with the World
Oh
War
my
III
God,
right
yeah, I
around the
forgot We're about
corner.
to go to war. It's about to be a mad.
Did you see that? What was it? The stock market like fell super sharply.
Yeah,
Really?
dude.
This past week.
I opened up Robinhood and I'm like, what the heck? What happened?
and
Are
then
you
I
guys
think
ready
the
to-
next day, like it went
Yeah.
back to where it was.
yeah, it decreased 5% and then went up 5%.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to get drafted to go to war?
Oh my gosh.
I'll just say I'm pregnant.
Yeah, right.
I kept telling I kept telling my sister about it. Like my sister brought it up. She's like, "Oh, you know we can go to war." I'm like, "Oh yeah, we probably will." And she's like, "Now I'm like, are you ready to go to war?" She's like, "I'm not going to war." I'm like, "Why not? Women always complain that they want equal rights."
Oh
so
my
like,
god.
I mean, they should, but maybe I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know
My
what the
issue
rate
is
would
that
be.
Europe is cold.
that's
Cold.
True.
Yeah.
That's true. It's gonna be an interesting time. That's all I
It's
know.
gonna be too many Alexis.
But yeah, our thoughts are with Ukraine. I hope you guys get through this situation.
Heck
They're
yeah.
doing pretty good at resisting Russia.
Yeah.
Man,
They-
this can be wild if we actually.
They were supposed to capture Kiev by now, but then the Ukrainians are like, "Fuck that! You guys aren't capturing
Mhm.
shit."
Will we actually get drafted? I thought they ended the draft. Like it's not a thing that they can do anymore. I believe.
No, they still can. I'm sure.
I thought they signed something because I had talked to another coworker because he was going to be he majored in history, so he actually knew a shit ton about
Let me
history.
just look up this shit while you're
Bro, I
talking.
watch history videos all the time.
But he told me that I think they removed it where you can actually get drafted now.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, anyone, any guy. over
This is the top search result. Does Dora have a boyfriend?
it's Diego,
It's
dog.
Diego. All right, but we got to move on. We got to talk about these movies. So with that, let's take a seat and let's get into the trailers. Any new movies, TV shows, or video games you guys are looking forward to?
Elden Ring, part 2, 3, and 4.
They're not making more. Will
No,
they make DLCs
just
for
him
parts?
playing
of
more.
the game.
We
Yeah.
just been playing more of the game.
Okay, I said I wouldn't be surprised if they made DLCs
Yeah,
for it.
I'm sure there's gonna be a DLC in the future. Especially with how popular it is.
I mean, it's a humongous game, so I don't
It's
think
probably not
people-
gonna be for a while.
Yeah.
Next year.
Yeah, probably.
Plus, since I got mine on PC, the Souls community is very
Open.
not open. Well, they are open, but they're very creative and they make tons of modded content for the game.
Eddie's
Like
just
whole
like,
ass
"Ooh."
campaigns and new shit.
Eddie's just nah, I really want to buy it for the PC, so I can't.
I suck with keyboard though.
I don't. I just use controller.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can just plug that in.
Yeah, bro.
I would want to play with keyboard though, just to try it out.
I mean, you could just buy it
I feel like a game
a
like-
year or two from now.
Exactly.
I feel like
For
a game
cheaper.
like that would be perfect for keyboard though, because you think about it, you're definitely using the
Well, from what I read
It's
online, the ports for
not-
these sort of games to PC
Yeah,
aren't that good.
Yeah.
okay.
It's stuttering a lot, but I messed with my settings and it kind of helped minimize the stutter, but it's still there. So hopefully they just patch it out, or they could just make a mod.
There's also going to be a new generation of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm
That
excited
logo
for
looked
that.
like shit.
Go
Really?
ahead and look it up so that Javier can see it.
The logo looked like shit.
Yeah, it's going to.
They revealed the starters already too.
Pokemon
I gotta-
Scarlet.
I'm not really. I don't pay attention enough to the trend.
It just came out today. So
Look, I want that fire starter. It's
oh
so
my
cute.
god, what is
It
that?
just looks
Crocodile?
like it
Can
just
you
looks
show
like
the
a
audience?
It just looks like a fire Totodile.
Yeah, dude, and I like it because Totodile was my favorite in
What
Gen
did
2.
Aleksey say about this?
How do
He was hyped. We watched the trailer together. Go to internet screen.
You should have played this as well,
Yeah.
the Pokemon trailer. I would have watched that.
It's not showing up.
Let me go check it out. Maybe I labeled it something else.
Are you on the wrong section?
On image.
Oh, it's over here.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. Let me look at images. So there's the logo.
Yeah, the
And I
logo
think
is
the logo
very
looks
basic.
bad.
I
This
like
looks
the
like a
Scarlet.
Game Boy 1 game.
I like the Scarlet.
It's kind of a throwback.
The
It seems
Scarlet
like.
one's the one I dislike.
Really?
I'd
You
get
like the
Violet.
Violet?
I don't know. I
I
like.
dislike both of them, but this one's worse. It looks like a cheap gambling machine logo.
The map, if you can pull up a picture of the world, it looks a lot more polished because, Arceus kind of looks a little clunky and gray. But this world actually looks a lot more polished. Like this is the finished product of what Arceus
Oh my
should have
god,
been.
the duck.
It's
freaking
literally
duck.
the Encanto house.
No,
La
look at the
casita.
duck. It's Donald Trump. Look at the duck. It's Donald Trump.
I didn't notice that one.
Bro, these are literally just reused designs.
Yeah,
this
that
is
one-
Lit Leo.
That was Lily or what was the other one? Incineroar.
Yeah, and then this one's Totodile.
I don't know. That one looks
And
like a
then this
dinosaur
one's
for me.
the other water
Donald.
Pokemon. Wow, they really just run out of ideas.
I mean, I guess when you have like over 800 creations.
And like this one's supposed to look like an apple. Like what is an apple associated with fire?
Because it's red, bro.
Well, that actually does look like a dinosaur to me, though. That one.
I like it. It's cute.
It doesn't look like Total
It's so stupid, but it's so cute.
That's all.
They should have done this one.
Ludicolo is your starter.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Look at the fan art one, the one with the mega, and he's like.
Oh yeah, and then they just showed a bunch of shots where it was just fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, none of them are new.
Yeah, they just showed a bunch of shots like, yo, you've never seen this Pokemon like this before.
I'm hyped with how good they look because this is probably the best they've ever looked. But
they look the same compared to the Arceus, I feel.
I haven't played Arceus that much, so you're probably right. But
This Meowth looks like shit.
I think that might be from a Alolan game.
No, this one's from Scarlet.
Yeah,
I saw it in the trailer. Yeah.
It says you're likely to be able to.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, I know I said the same thing about Arceus, but I would actually play this one. Because when Arceus came out and I actually saw game footage of it, I was like, no.
No. Well, yeah, isn't that what Aleksey beat? Didn't Aleksey beat the game already?
I think so.
Or is he stuck on Yu-Gi-Oh right now?
These
they
on
look
Elden
so
Rings
bad.
now, boy.
Oh my god.
And Elden Ring is super glum looking.
Well, it works for Elden Ring because
It's meant to be
interesting
like
art.
that. Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
it meant to be like that though?
Unlike Pokemon that has super lame art.
Well, I like it when it's all cheery because it's supposed to be cheery and happy.
Oh
And
yeah,
when they
that's
did
a
it-
new Pokemon. I
That one
guess.
was in Sword and Shield, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they literally showed no new Pokemon.
Yeah, no, not a single new Pokemon.
Is this a Pokemon?
How many Pokemon do you think they're gonna add into this new game?
I don't know.
Like 10?
No, they at least 30
At least 30.
at
That's
minimum is
nothing.
my guess.
Oh, it's already out.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's supposed to be released at the end of this year. Let's start with the first trailer though. Hustle. Plot. After discovering a once-in-a-lifetime player
Boss baby.
with a rocky past abroad, a down-on-his-luck basketball scout takes it upon himself to bring the phenomenon to the States without his team's approval. Against the odds, they have one final shot to prove that they have what it takes to make it to the NBA. Released June 10th of 2022.
Just to start off, I almost
this
forgot to put the podcast screen back up.
Oh, for the boss baby picture you have up.
Yeah, but I did get it. So we're good.
Nice. So what do you guys think about this Hustle trailer, that Adam Sandler basketball trailer?
He likes basketball. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean,
He always wears those bummy looking outfits. He always looks like he's going to play basketball.
Yeah, that's true.
has he? That's been his
Maybe he
style
was just-
since the very first time he's made his movie, right?
Maybe he's just in character.
Maybe that is who he is. He just plays himself, this movie.
Uh-huh.
He's like, I need a reason to show off my basketball
I still
skills.
feel like someone who's vested into the sport could be a good coach. Could be.
I disagree.
Invested as in like some random fuck who's watching it on TV.
No, but like also has like studied plays and stuff like that, but has never coached in their life.
They could
Yeah,
be a team.
I don't think that exactly work. I don't know.
You have to, like I said, I
Well,
think
like-
you have to have leadership skills too.
Like obviously you can't do that for bowling. You know, that's one of
Yeah.
the things you can't do because bowling's all about you have to actually play it so you understand what you're doing with the wrist and
I'm sure
everything.
it's the same for every other sport.
No, but basketball is like I'm thinking like the strategies, like like how all the courts lined up and all that other stuff. Because
Like learning to play chess.
yeah, like that.
I don't know, but the actual trailer, it looks boring. I don't know how else
It's
to put
fine,
it.
I guess.
Yeah.
That movie already gives me that. The last movie he made was I think Uncut
Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
But that
that
one
movie
I heard
is-
was actually
Yeah,
good.
I heard that was amazing.
And this one looks like it's. You watched it?
Yeah, I watched it in theaters opening week.
What did you think?
I
It
didn't
was
know
in
how it was
theaters?
good.
You
I don't
don't
know
know
how
it
it
was
was good. Like I mean, I was bored, but it was like I don't know.
What shows the wrong movie?
No, I did watch Uncut Gems. I was just bored when I was watching
Uncut
it.
Gems.
It's on Netflix too. So
Yeah,
you can-
I'm not rewatching that shit. Hell no. That movie I give that movie a solid 6.5.
that doesn't even sound that bad.
It seems like it's gonna be a mediocre sports movie, though. Hustle is like I don't know. Every year they always come out with a
Bro,
mediocre sports.
bro,
I
it's
movie.
gonna
mean,
be
he's
nothing but
playing a
montage.
serious role, and he tends to be good at those.
Yeah, I like it better when he's serious. versus his goofy.
Well, I like it when
Goofiness.
he's goofy, but like if it's interesting.
The concept's interesting. Well, like
no,
Click?
the character's interesting. That they're not just bland.
Yeah.
I think Uncut Gem was kind of both. It was a mixture of both. Like you could tell he was having fun with it, but he was trying to be serious. It felt like I don't know.
That's crazy.
It's been forever since I've seen that movie. I just know. I remember when it came out. I was like, oh, it's an Adam Sandler movie. Say less. I went and watched it. And I was like, it's not what I was expecting.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a perfect stop point.
Oh no. Shrek 2 on YouTube Premium. Oh my god. Up next we have The Bad Guys plot. Several reformed yet misunderstood criminal animals attempt to become good with some disastrous results along the way. Releases April 22nd, 2022. What do you guys think of the second trailer for Bad Guys?
It actually looks so much better. Yeah, it does.
It looks like the story. There's actually a story there beyond.
Yeah, like they pointed out that at first they become good guys out of
Just to avoid jail time.
yeah, and also to do bad shit later.
I feel
Which
like
is more more interesting than, getting pat on the head once.
yeah, that's literally what the first trailer was all about. She's like, "You good boy." And she's like, "What?" That's why he becomes
What?
happy. Nani?
I'm excited for it though. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be just a fun movie. That
I wonder what studio does this.
It's
Like
Pix-
it's DreamWorks, but
Oh.
I mean the animation studio.
Oh,
Because it gives me like
Can't you look it up?
Korean or Japanese vibes because of
Their faces.
Their
there was
expressions.
one, yeah, and there was one time in the trailer where they like yell at someone and they have like little yell bubbles next to their heads.
yeah. That's what I was telling Javier. It was kind of like anime. It seemed a little like anime.
yeah.
I was about to ask, like, has there been like a movie similar to this? And I don't think there has. So I'm thinking about like DreamWorks have made, or
The Drake Bell, Fairly Odd Parents.
Well, all right, we can move into that one. So the Fairly Odd Parents, Fairly Odder plot. Follow Timmy Turner's cousin, Viv Turner, and her new stepbrother, Roy Ragland, as they navigate life in Dimsdale with the help of Fairly Godparents, Wanda and Cosmo. Releases March 31st of 2022. What do you guys think?
that's what I think.
No bell, no buy.
Honestly,
Oh my
to be honest, this is getting that already.
Even the Drake Bell,
protest, bro.
even the Drake Bell movies were garbage, though.
They were garbage.
But he's
Even
always.
as a
Where's
kid.
Drake Bell at though?
Well, I wasn't
Did you
fully a
see
kid.
the other Timmy Turner? He looks like such
Whack.
a nerd.
Dude, he looked whack as hell.
He looks so whack.
He was
bro.
wearing a chain too. He's like,
my
yo,
God.
Was
I'm
he wearing
cool.
a chain?
Yeah, I swear he was wearing one.
Oh my
New
God.
live action. There you go. It's a TV show.
Yeah, it's a TV
Yeah, it's a TV
show,
show
bro.
on
It's
Paramount Plus.
Let me show it on the internet.
Oh my gosh, Drake
That's
Bell.
the Drake Bell
Oh
one.
my
Bro,
God.
get him off the screen, bro. This is
Oh, yeah.
illegal.
Why is his face like
Bro,
that?
this is illegal, bro.
At least Poof's in there. Remember?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Poof was in this
Yeah, now no more Poof.
Drake Bell movies.
Here's the other one. Oh wait, the trailer's right fucking here. Look at this man.
He's wearing a chain.
I'm gonna sit
He's so lame.
Don't you have to turn off the audio for this?
Yeah, hit
Yeah,
that
I'm gonna mute
audio
it in a
button.
sec. I'm
All right,
just.
sweet.
God,
I put
so
the internet
bad.
screen on, so
That's a
it
big-
will show.
That's just a big oof.
So, do you guys have any thoughts on this
It looks
besides
like-
what I already said?
I said it looked like I've never seen Henry Danger, but it reminds me of that. In the sense that it looks like a low budget live action.
Bro, why is he got?
My boy looks like he's on like drugs. To be
He
honest,
does look like he's on drugs. Like, is that what they're implying that Timmy Turner looks like a crack addict?
No, that's what Crocker looked like.
He became Crocker.
Look at this man.
Bro, you can't don't think about it. Remember Crocker was the one who spazzed out a lot in the
That's
show?
true.
Tad Chad. I didn't even notice this.
It looks like it looks like a fan made a
Like a
YouTube
whole-
video
Oh
for
my
A YouTube poop.
A
Oh, wait,
YouTube
YouTube
poop.
skeet.
of
Skit.
a YouTube. Yeah, it looks like a fan made YouTube skit of Fairly Odd Parents.
Yeah. Also,
Wow.
they do that fucking thing in like animation movies where they put a little bit of shitty shading on every character. Like it always has this little underlying shading that's right here.
Mm-hmm.
They put that on every like animation movie, like the Simpsons movie. You remember that?
Oh yeah, it's just it makes it look more polished, I guess. But I don't really like it either because you go watch these movies for the show that you already like. You don't want like it to be a whole nother show.
Yeah.
Didn't Arthur end too?
Okay, we can talk about this too. Yeah, the Arthur finale. Well, we'll save this for the end.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the internet screen. I'll just leave the image there though.
For the rest of the show.
He's our audience.
So what are you guys' thoughts before going into Cyrano?
Cyrano, I really did not want to go.
Yeah, both of you were like...
Even
I told you last week I watched the Studio 666, even though it looked like even worse.
Yeah.
like even when we first heard the news of watching this, I wasn't excited.
Mm-hmm.
But because I was playing Elden Ring, I did not want to go anywhere at all.
And then he bought it off of YouTube,
I didn't.
You
no,
bought it off of YouTube.
Well, because you can't
not
say what
available
you
for
did.
purchase. I watched the movie in theaters.
Yeah. He drove it. He
I drove.
took
the
a
house
portable
over.
PC with a laptop. He took a laptop with him to play Elden Ring.
Portable
I was
PC.
trying to think because it's like a portable
A PPC.
a portable PlayStation and Xbox
The
device.
PSP.
No. There's like it's kind of like a laptop except instead of a keyboard, you put your console on the bottom and then the monitors on the top.
Oh,
You open
yeah,
up like a
yeah,
briefcase.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had a friend who had one of those.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking about that for a PC, but I'm like, wait, there's laptops.
Laptops do exist.
They do?
Yeah.
Really?
I wouldn't know, bro. Mine's broke. As for me, I wasn't sure what to expect for this movie. It seemed like the trailer gave away the whole movie, but I was still interested enough to watch it.
That's
have
what's
you
wild
seen?
is I don't remember the trailer. Not one fucking bit. You guys talking about we watched the trailer?
Yeah, we
a couple
watched
few
it.
times.
Also,
Never.
I've never seen any of the other interpretations of Cyrano because he just tends to have a big nose. Like the concept's the same, except instead of him being, short, he has a big nose, like a big cartoon nose.
How many movies are there? 3?
I don't know how many there are, but there are other adaptations of it.
Have you seen or heard of them?
No, I haven't. I just knew that there was more when I looked it up.
Legit, I was considering. I was like, bro, this thing has multiple interpretations. Maybe if I just watch the musical version, I'll be good.
Oh my
To
goodness.
be honest.
Nah, this is a new concept, bro.
Slightly, yeah.
But with that, let's get into the spoiler-free review. So, spoiler-free review of Cyrano. Cyrano was released February 25, 2022, starring Peter Dinklage, Haley Bennett, and Kevin Harris Jr., directed by Joe Wright. Rated PG-13. Plot summary. Too self-conscious to woo Roxanne himself. Wordsmith Cyrano de Bergerac helps young Christian nab her heart through love letters. So what is your guys' overall thoughts without getting into spoilers?
I enjoyed it a fair bit after getting acclimated to what was going on.
Yeah.
I forgot that this was even a musical.
So the music came up and you're like, oh shit, that's right.
Yeah. Peter Dinklage is amazing. I loved him in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't finish it, but I watched all of season 1 and he was probably the best part of it.
Yeah, his singing voice is a little
Yeah.
but I don't even.
He does that sort of like talk singing.
Yeah, he does that talk singing.
Which that was
And
pretty good for the
it
movie.
threw me off, but he was doing poetry or something at first.
Yeah.
And then it turned into a song, and then his singing was like, still kind of mid,
Yeah.
but he killed it.
I enjoyed it too,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's very charming, he's a badass too.
Mm-hmm. He's got them sword skills. What about you, Javier? What did you think?
The movie was actually, much better than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. I actually thought it was going to be pretty boring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
'Cause
that's what I'm saying. You
it's
both were thinking.
Well, it's because it's a love kind of
a romance musical.
So
Plus, I don't like the time period.
You don't like the?
I thought it was.
What war did it look like it took place?
It
World
looked
War
like
One?
No. This was way
So
before.
like
then.
the Renaissance or something.
This looked like back in medieval times when they first, like 1600s, late 1600s, I want
Oh,
to say.
Yeah, because they had those powdered wigs, which are funny. as
Yeah, I want to say this is
shit.
before like America became colonies, back when Great Britain was at war with its neighboring countries.
Yeah, but I mean, like you guys point out the I don't know. I don't want to say his name. I can't think of his name.
Who,
Cyrano?
Peter Dinklage?
Yeah.
Cyrano?
Yeah, he actually
It's the
played.
name of the movie.
Well, I'm trying to think of his real name. That's why.
Oh,
But
Peter
yes.
Dinklage.
Oh yeah, Peter Dinklage. He actually did really well. I actually enjoyed all his parts. I was like, damn, he can act. Holy shit!
Yeah, he's
And
in a
then-
lot of stuff.
I know, but then the other main guy,
The black guy?
yeah, the black guy. I was gonna say
Christian.
that. Yeah, Christian. Yeah, his role seemed so like dull. Like it wasn't like the most.
Well, because it was the way he was
Because
written.
he's a
though.
dummy. So, like, he is
He had to
kind
be-
of...
yeah, he did be an
he's a
airhead.
basic.
To be honest, I don't remember like the first 30 minutes of the movie because I was watching this morning. I was trying to stay awake and
Oh
like,
my
I was
God,
like
mate.
half awake, half asleep. Like,
Oh my goodness.
so I kept falling
son.
asleep, waking up to it. I was like, oh, what the hell? Where am I at? Scroll back and then
Slacking,
go back to
boy.
it. But I s- I remember,
I can't believe you didn't watch it yesterday.
I know. You
I
even
was-
bought the ticket.
I was so busy that when I got home around 8 o'clock, 8:30. And then that's when I cooked dinner and made all that food.
Oh, so you would have literally not been able to make it?
No. No.
Slacking, boy.
That's why I wish.
Should have watched it while you were cooking.
Yeah, I should have. I should have.
Oh, also forgot that yesterday was Saturday, so I could have actually gone to that 8 p.m. show. Just fine.
Wow.
Okay.
Because
Well,
on
then-
Saturdays,
no,
my
but-
sister gets out at like 10:30, but
Well-
on Sundays, it varies a little bit.
Well, see, that's the reason why. That's another reason why I wasn't like. I was gonna go by myself, to be honest, because I already knew that game came out. You guys are extremely invested into the game. So I was
Hell
like-
yeah, boy.
I was like,
You miss
Uh,
playing Fortnite with the boys?
I miss playing games overall.
Bro, I played Fortnite 2 days ago and no one hopped on.
You didn't say anything.
I told you guys, I'm like, bro, you guys hop.
I was playing Elden Ring, bro.
I just haven't had time. Like I said, I've been helping my sister with homework. I just haven't had the time yet. I still got homework with her. We still got like 8 things of homework for one class.
Oh my
and we
God.
got
8
like two-
tubs.
All right, but as for me,
Oh my God.
for this
Tubbs, I'll
movie,
cry.
without spoiler free, I thought it was a slow first half, but it really picks up in the second half. It was entertaining, but it could have been done a little bit better in the sense that, I don't know, there was some moments where it felt a little flat for me.
Some of the dancing, like the choreography, was booty cheeks.
I think
and then
some of the songs are kind of booty.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was my next point. Some of the music was really good, but it was inconsistent in
I think
quality
there's like
throughout it.
2 songs that I liked.
Yeah.
I think there was only one, and I don't even remember. I just like that's kind of bop.
But other than all those negatives, I thought it was a really engaging story, and I actually had fun watching it. So what do you guys rate it out of 10?
Like a 7.5 for me.
7.5?
I want to say 7.5 too. No, 7. 7.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
also at a 7 right now.
yeah, because it's not like it wasn't the worst movie.
It wasn't bad either.
If we watched the Studio 666,
I swear
definitely would have.
you always have the opinion like where you talk shit about the movie, but you still give it a better score than us sometimes.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Like you
Because-
give it a 7.5. I'm like, how? Like
I mean,
you
you're at a
don't seem
7.
like you liked it that much.
You're at a 7 though.
Yeah.
But this is a movie that I could rewatch again, no problem.
That's true. I would rewatch this one.
Like I was telling you, Adam Sandler, the Uncut Gem. I would not rewatch that. That's why I would give it. That's why I gave it like a 6.
Gotcha.
Because it's just there wasn't a good meaning, but probably a good like plot behind it and all the extra stuff. That's why he got like a Grammy Award, right?
Ooh, I forgot to put up the ratings for
Yeah.
Cyrano, so I'll pull him up here.
Like
Cyrano got a 6.1 on IMDb, a 68 on Metascore. Let me open up Rotten Tomatoes here.
about a 7.
Didn't it get like an 80 something on Rotten Tomatoes?
I think so. Let me double check so I don't.
You could have
Mess up
pulled
the
it up,
numbers.
geez, it was faster.
It's all right.
I'm a
I got
little
it.
busy. I have something on screen already.
86% for the critics on Rotten Tomatoes and 87% for the audience on Rotten Tomatoes. So, it did fairly well.
So what, like a 70% in a sense?
Yeah,
Yeah, probably
around
around there.
Yeah, because it's like 70.2 roughly is what the average score for all those.
So before we jump into the spoiler-free review, like, comment, subscribe. Also check out these guys. Their links will be in the description below. And we are most of the podcast platforms, so give a listen anywhere at any time.
Are we on EldenRing.com?
That'd be dope, dude. I would love
isn't
that.
it Dark Souls actually? Wouldn't it be that?
If they paid
it might
us-
have his own website.
If they paid us
too.
to talk about Elden Ring, that would be the whole podcast.
Legit.
How much money would you think they would pay us?
Dude, I would take
I
$20. I would take
played-
$20 just to do a whole episode.
I did. So far I've done like 14 hours in the game.
Yeah, I put in quite a few hours too.
I need a week off so I can just sit at home.
But with that,
Play
let's get
Elden
to the
Ring.
spoiler-filled discussion. Let's take an in-depth review of Cyrano, starting with Cyrano being hunted down. So to begin, Roxanne is to be married to a lord, but she doesn't love this guy, so he ends up taking her to a show. There, Roxanne and Christian, a new army recruit, lock eyes and fall in love. As soon as the show begins, Cyrano interrupts, showing his superior poetry and dueling skills. The Lord's assistant challenges Cyrano to a duel, but dies in Cyrano's arms and for refusing to accept defeat. So the Lord then becomes furious and sends men to kill Cyrano, but Cyrano is a high-ranking army man and is able to duel and beat all these assailants that come attacking. What do you guys think of
Like
these?
10 dudes.
Yeah, what do you guys think of these opening scenes?
He's sick. He's literally like a Mary Sue character, except he has qualms with his stature.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
it.
as a character, he was great.
And I also liked how he was the most, I don't know, like, in-depth character.
Like he played the role.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
100%.
Yeah. But I mean, so, because they could have easily just done the whole thing as like high or short. That's it.
Yeah,
But they actually took the time to craft and, show you that he has other issues besides just being short and that he also has a lot to offer.
well, he talks shit on himself too.
Yeah. He's accepted it. So like when the guy was like, "You're short," he's like, "Is that really all you got?"
That was great though. And then they had that fight, and then the guy died.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Lord though that fought him. I didn't know that was the assistant.
Yeah, that was the assistant, dude.
Well, because
They look very similar.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying they
those
look
powdered
exactly-
wigs and the
the face,
scary makeup.
Yeah, I was just like in my mind, I'm like, is that the Lord? And I was also watching this at like 7:10 in the morning. I was like, is that the guy? Are you fighting now? What's going on? And I'm like,
I think that was also a good moment because they showed, Cyrano has humanity because he had kind of like not regret, but like he felt pity for when he killed the dude.
Oh yeah.
and then I think I fell asleep around that fight scene with
Oh my god.
with the 10 guys
The
fighting.
10
him.
guards, that was
Yeah.
the best part of the fights.
It probably was low key.
He was beating up dude. He was killing them. And then-
Hella beating them up.
yeah, they got him on the noose, but he escaped.
Yeah, like
That's just wild to me.
yeah, it was crazy. And
So
you fell asleep during that.
Yeah, I know that whole scene, and I didn't go back to it because I'm like, it's probably.
What did you guys think of that love at first sight moment, though?
I thought it was kind of
whack? I thought
it
it was.
was
hella
yeah, I
whack.
thought it was whack.
Like the whole ass, she was just looking out the window, and she like looks at the one guy like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, whoa,
him.
hello.
And it almost felt like they intentionally did it too, because he was the only colored skinned person in the movie.
No,
there
Cyrano's
were
best
a
friend was
couple.
too.
Yeah, there were
Oh
a
yeah,
couple.
but he was.
I think
already-
this movie did good on showing diversity because, it wasn't even brought up that like, oh, you're a colored person.
Yeah,
It's
but
just like, oh, you're a
but for,
regular
like,
person.
No, but I'm just like for that time, like for that whole time frame, the whole kerosene, it was just everyone was white. You can just
Oh,
see it.
yeah.
and then
I
it was
think-
just him.
I think they're still doing it where like the wealthiest people are, because that was the audience at the time, were all white.
Okay. Yeah, because then I get what you mean though, because the Cyrano's best friend was what, the assistant? to
Yeah,
the Cyrano?
he was like his second in command, I want to say. I don't know. Because I think Cyrano was a captain, and then I
Yeah,
think that was his second in command. I don't know. Maybe the roles are reversed. Maybe the other guy was a captain.
Didn't he break up, or like they fought or something like that?
No, but he had him confess his feelings for Roxanne to him.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, what do you guys think of that scene where, Cyrano was kind of telling his best friend, like, I like this girl, but I'm short, and I don't think she'll like that about me.
Yeah, it's interesting, you know. I mean, it's kind of weird how the dude just instantly was able to pick up on
Who he was talking about?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in the movie they said they've been friends for like years.
Their whole life,
Their whole
practically.
life. So I'm assuming that he could figure it out based off of that. Like he probably goes over there a lot. They probably have like a lot of long night conversations, like typical, like, hey, I like you a lot, but she doesn't seem to have interest in me. Like that kind of scenario.
No.
All right, next let's talk about Cyrano helping Christian. So Roxanne confesses her feelings for Christian to Cyrano, asking him to look over her new crush. Cyrano accepts, and when Christian arrives at the training center, Cyrano tells him of Roxanne's feelings for him. Christian is excited, but he doesn't have the writing skills to win her heart. So Cyrano writes letters to Roxanne for Christian. Roxanne falls in love with the words and who she believes Christian is. So what do you guys think of this?
Well, before
All these sequences, yeah.
Before that, bro is just beating up his own homies for some reason.
What do you mean? Cyrano?
No, the
Christian?
recruit, yeah, Christian.
Because that was like a hazing initiation. Because Roxanne's like,
Oh
"Hey,
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I know you guys have like a hazing initiation going on."
Yeah, then he instantly started beating people up.
Yeah, he was more skilled as a newcomer than
And then
old.
Cyrano was
really?
gonna kill him
Damn,
until he told him his name.
Yeah,
Man, I must.
And
have
then
felt
he
so
instantly
much harder.
hugged him.
he's like, embrace me, brother." All right,
Yeah.
but before we jump there, let's talk about the scene where they're at the bakery, Cyrano and Roxanne, and she confesses her feelings for Christian. What do you guys think of all of this?
Obviously, you know, he's getting the wrong idea, just assuming that
It's about him.
the words were for him.
Yeah, because she was just like, I'm in love with the soldier and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
And then they stop and they look at each other. And she gave him a look. And then he's like, oh, it's not me. I can just tell. I'm like, what? Don't even say anything. And then don't they become friends or some shit like that?
She tells him the name.
Yeah, after though.
His name is Christian.
Because they slowly stopped and paused for a solid minute.
I thought they said the name and then he looked over.
I just think it's like, it was like you guys said, it was interesting how he kind of assumed it was for him and then didn't pan out that way.
Well, because his bro was hyping him up like,
That's
bro,
true,
have some
yeah.
hope.
It's
And
like,
he
it
was
could be
literally
you, man.
like, yeah, don't have hope because it sucks.
And then he ended up praying right. He's like, oh shit,
Come
my
on,
heart broken.
Jesus.
That's a
God.
really weird situation. Would you guys have accepted that? Like, if somebody you had interest for asked you to help them out with somebody else?
If I was an alpha, I would say that's some beta shit.
Oh my god. Oh my
It's a
god.
little dick energy.
Small
dick energy.
Oh my god.
Really?
Oh my god.
No pun intended. Oh shit! I just realized. I was like, oh yeah, he's short.
Wow, we don't know that. Maybe he's big down there.
Well, you'd think it'd be proportional.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Why are we
It doesn't
talking
matter.
about? Why are we talking about dick energy now? Like for real, for real.
Yeah, it's an interesting situation because you're obviously in
getting
for
cucked.
You're obviously that, and you're obviously in for heartbreak if you're like helping out the love of your life fall in love with somebody else.
Well, I think he just gets his kicks because he's writing his own words and he's actually able to vent to her, even though if she doesn't know that it's actually him.
Yeah. All right, so now let's talk about that recruitment scene where Christian and Cyrano talk. What do you guys think of that?
I was asleep.
You were asleep.
I don't remember that
What
scene.
the heck?
That was a big part.
Bro,
Yeah, that
it
was
was
a pretty
like
big
I
plot
was an
point.
on and off kind of situation for me. I was like
Oh
up,
my god.
and I was asleep, and I was up, and I was asleep, and then like for like the last hour and a half of the movie, I was up. I could tell you the whole hour and a half afterwards.
Well,
that-
we'll get to that point.
Yeah, so
but
it's
Yeah,
all
we'll
after you.
test your knowledge.
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm assuming that was a big moment for
Yeah,
like,
that was,
'cause that was
this
a-
was where the plot was starting.
Well,
How
no,
they get
I mean
introduced.
like it was a moment for like for Cyrano to towards Christian more because I'm assuming he beats him up or some shit like that. Right?
No, they hug.
Yeah, they end up hugging.
Oh. Well, then, damn, I don't know.
Because Cyrano was like, as soon as Christian told him his name, Cyrano just hugged him. He's like, let me tell you the news.
Let me tell you the good news. Wait, how did she find that guy's name already?
She's probably well connected. I don't know.
Yeah.
Plus, it seemed like a smaller town where you would know everybody there, especially since you didn't have the internet, so you kind of had to know people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking this all into like the bakery. Like, didn't the baker scene happen right after the fight scene?
The baker scene was before the fight scene.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah, after where Cyrano beats up people. Yeah.
Oh, after he beats up the people?
The first batch of people.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the bakery scene was like
Timeline.
The bakery scene is after.
no, like after the theater. Like, wasn't it like that? And then it goes.
So it was the theater, a fight in the alley, and then the bakery.
Damn.
And then the recruitment scene.
Yeah.
And that was all in one day, wasn't it? Technically, because it was like day and then
2
night.
days.
2 days, yeah, because they went nighttime, and then the new morning was when he went to the bakery.
Okay.
But yeah, it was.
That's so much. I realize that's so much drama going on.
I was a little surprised how willing Christian was willing to go along with the letters, though.
Well,
with having Cyrano write
He
it.
was also super in love with that chick.
That's true. That's probably what convinced him to be okay with it.
In this movie, it made
And,
it
like,
play out like she was the hottest chick in the whole town, right?
I mean,
too?
she was pretty, and I liked her hair a lot.
She was,
I like
she was
ginger hair.
pretty, and especially it did seem compared to all the ladies who wore the powdered makeup.
Yeah, well, yeah. That's why I say that they make her seem like the hottest chick in the whole town. So
Though, like she's very eloquent with her words. Like she likes someone who's well read.
Mm-hmm.
But like you don't really have many scenes where she's talking about anything other than the relationship in terms of being an interesting character.
So she was a one-sided person.
Yeah,
basically.
kind of. Like they talk about how amazing she is and like how Cyrano likes her.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing that really shows me why he likes her. Well, like he
didn't even know that was a
states
thing.
it. Like he talks about it, he's like, oh, even her imperfections are perfect. Just like that John Legend song.
What is the IDEK?
We'll play it.
I
don't even
that
know.
was a thing.
Oh, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I agree with you. Roxanne could have been fleshed out more. But other than that, I think she was a pretty interesting character in sense, like you were saying, where she is interested more in
the
intelligence rather than just like
don't get me wrong,
yeah.
I liked Roxanne, but she needed, I don't know, more
screen time.
Yeah, more screen time to deepen her character a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next let's talk about Christian trying to win Roxanne's out.
The only scene that I could think about with her showing a little bit out of relationship is when it's a little further ahead, but when she's convincing the colonel to keep the people, like the guards there.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll talk about that. So, but for now, let's talk about Christian trying to win Roxanne's heart. So the two finally meet, but Christian doesn't have the wit to satisfy Roxanne. She leaves frustrated how he isn't like how he is in his letters. So Christian asks Cyrano for help, and Cyrano whispers the words into Christian's ear to say to her. Eventually, Cyrano is overcome with emotion, and he speaks instead, setting up Roxanne to be kissed by Christian. So what do you guys think of that?
So like that, a scene where Roxanne and then Christian are actually talking for the first time.
Oh, at the
Christian,
church, yeah.
Yeah, the Christian just freaking. Yeah, that's for sure.
He
That
just
is
blinks.
for sure. Yeah.
And then at one point he was like, bro, let me kiss you or whatever.
Yeah, no, that was towards the end of it.
And
wasn't
she's
it?
like, what the heck? I'm like, get
Was
away
I
from
like
me.
kiss your neck or something?
Yeah. I wanted to kiss my neck because I love you or something like that.
Oh my god,
Kiss your neck.
that whole scene with the like she was trying to be poetic. It was just like straight garbage.
And then she,
which
then
I think
she
they
was
did a
so
great-
creeped out.
Which I think they did a great job of doing that scene because they showed like he's kind of an airhead.
Yeah.
they really
He's not really like well book smart. And then doesn't he do a whole song explaining why?
Because
It's
his
like
dad-
yeah, his dad's like you gotta be a man. Men don't read. They just
Oh,
fight.
people
pretty
going
much.
to war don't need to read.
yeah
Soldier sons.
that's
so
pretty much
sad.
what so that's what he was telling. He's like, I wish I had a life where I could have read and stuff.
Compared to Cyrano, who just had the time to read.
He has
I guess.
both skills.
Yeah, he had the time to read somehow.
He has skills and strength. But yeah, I thought that scene was hilarious with the way they presented it. And yeah, it was a very awkward scene to watch.
See, that scene was I felt like was one of the best scenes for me.
In the movie?
Yeah, one of. Like, I think there's only like two that I think that's that one. Because, towards the end, after he's copying, like, Christian's copying what Cyrano says.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's like, and then I want to kiss. I was like, Cyrano looks at her like,
He's like, what the heck?
did you just say?
He's like, oh, man, I got to find a way to make this work.
Yeah, and then he says all the words, and she's like, you can literally kiss me. I'm fine with that.
So one point that May brought up to me was like, how did she not recognize that was Cyrano's voice?
I think she knew. I felt like she did
maybe
know.
it was
Maybe she
just
knew.
far enough away. I don't know. Like she
could tell the tone.
Yeah, she did comment on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she knew. I feel like she did know. Because, I mean, there's no...
Well, then if she did know, it would make the ending a lot more fucked up.
But yeah, so that whole sequence was like, it was really interesting to see because obviously now that Cyrano has feelings for her, and then he's helping out Christian get kissed by Roxanne. So.
Yeah.
Well, also, Jesus...
Mega cuck.
Jesus, you also got to think, though, the time frame is taking place. Women back then didn't have the right to actually choose who they could fall in love with. It would all be up to the men that would be like, I like you.
Wait, what does that have to do with...
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like she probably knew.
Oh.
Because,
there you go.
yeah, because think about it. Back then, women didn't have the right to like, hey, I want to go out with this guy.
Yeah.
It's more like a guy comes, it was like the guy would come up to the females and be like, I like you. And then she would have to decide whether or not to go out with him. And she could deny him like she's been doing this whole movie, I believe.
Yeah,
right?
she was trying to anyway. Trying to deny the Colonel's Lord.
Yeah, so...
okay, so next let's talk about
and that's the next thing actually is the Colonel Lord thing.
yeah, so we'll set that up. So to set up the war, the Lord threatens Roxanne to be married to him and give up her body to him, which is like a really creepy thing because he had like a whole song about it.
Yeah, he's very creepy.
But Roxanne secretly marries Christian instead before the Colonel can interrupt. He had just received orders that he was being sent to the front lines, but Roxanne had convinced him to let the garrison stay behind. But when he finds out that Roxanne married Christian, he orders the whole battalion to the front lines of the Winter War.
That was so fucking wild.
Why would she marry him in like some place that he would obviously find them?
Yeah, in the house, I think it was.
What's your phone?
Bro, your phone's vibrating the mics, bro.
I'm sorry.
What do you...
May's been like
It's because
spending
May's blowing up.
Yeah, I know.
Snapchat.
I have it on vibrate, but like Scott just called me too, so I'll try to.
Just put it in your pocket, in your ass pocket, like girls.
I put it in my side
Cargo pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought cargo shorts today.
Would you want me to bring cargo pants instead?
Why not?
I actually have I don't own a pair of cargo pants.
Okay, so when they get sent to the Winter War, there Cyrano writes for Christian every day, risking his life to send these letters.
That's what got him all heated too. Right after that, he was like, "Why have you been writing every day?"
Yeah, that's the part right here. So, however, Christian finds out that Cyrano is in love with Roxanne and hasn't been telling him about the letters he's been mailing every day. And so this sets up the next scene where Christian was heartbroken and begs Cyrano to tell Roxanne the truth and unalives himself by enemy gunfire. And then the troops march to the front lines on the colonel's orders, and Cyrano is wounded in battle. What did you guys think of this whole?
That was so
that's
crazy.
so much of the scene, like the rest of the movie right there. You just talked about.
Yeah, the movie definitely took a different tone at this moment.
And that's the second scene.
It
Is
was-
the whole army situation, like
Uh-huh.
I think that's one of the songs I enjoyed is when the guys are all writing their letters.
Oh yeah, to their families.
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah, that one was pretty good.
That one hit hard, bro.
Yeah, because
It's like,
they're like, you can't cry. I'm just like, man, though, you guys are all making deep, emotional, like like
Yeah.
saying this is for my wife.
And they all know they're marching towards death because Cyrano and his friend were talking about it too.
So it's just all emotional. It just all felt right. I'm like, dang, this is a good fucking scene. And that was one of my other favorite scenes in this movie was that whole
Soldier sequence.
yeah, when after the colonel signs off, it's like send them. And he's like, it's not a spite, they're just there, so I might as well just use them.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's like, you know damn well it's all out of spite. Cause he's like, Christian's there.
Yeah.
Well, let's just get rid of them both.
Oh my god.
And it backfired because
Cyrano survived.
yeah. I think when Christian runs out there and gets shot in the chest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, I don't know. I thought it was so dumb. Like I thought
Why?
it was a little too dramatic for me.
Well, he was heartbroken at the time. He's probably like hyped up on all these emotions.
But don't you think it's a little dramatic for that?
It is pretty dramatic.
I'm like, I know it's the drama kind of
But
movie.
I think it's also kind of the time period, where it's like.
So it's just naturally to run out there and take a shot through the chest.
Well, I'm saying, like, all these. It's funny, but think about all the factors. So, first of all, you got a wife that doesn't love you back home. You're in the middle of a war. You know you're going to die. And you really have nothing else to live for because.
The wife does love him, but not like the actual
he convinced himself that she doesn't. And Cyrano was trying to tell him. But he convinced himself she doesn't actually love me.
She loves the soul, and the soul is Cyrano.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I think for the time period, because people would die for a lot less.
That's true.
Back then. It's like, oh, you disrespected my honor. Now we're going to duel.
That was just a giant oof.
So, I think it's funny to us today because it is ridiculous, but I think at the time it was taking place.
That makes sense.
It was more acceptable.
Yeah. There's a lot of weird shit that people did back in the day.
Exactly.
Like if you would accidentally...
Suck toes.
That's today. People still do that.
There's no proof back then that they didn't try sucking
That's
toes.
true. I'm sure there probably is a
Because you
weird
have to think about like
documentary.
all the weird things that we've done with food too. Like,
That's true.
We've been like invested so much time into food. I bet there's,
Cooking and stuff.
yeah, there's people who invested so much time to like doing other shit.
I thought it was dumb that like Christian was like he didn't even bother like knowing like, oh yeah, Cyrano's been sending a letter every day. Cause like he's not even paying attention to the letters that he's writing anymore. He's just chilling in the background as Cyrano just writes to her.
Yeah, that's why I felt like his character.
I felt like he didn't love her that much either.
Well, because like Eddie just pointed out that he tried. I think he was at that time frame. He was just convincing himself that
It wasn't real.
Yeah, I think like at the beginning of it when they first get shipped there, I think he was caring, but he couldn't pay attention to how many times Cyrano was writing to her every day.
That's true. He said it himself. He wasn't getting much sleep because he was standing guard. He seemed like the only one to be standing guard at the time.
He was asleep when we saw him though.
That's true.
I think that was his first time or some shit in the whole freaking movie. And then it didn't even look like he slept that long. Maybe like 45 minutes.
Yeah, and then it's like, pack your bags. We're marching to death, guys.
And then they're like, okay. And they're like, oh no. And then all you hear is at that point is, like, dang, that's a lot of gunfire.
Yeah, it was a tragic scene. Probably one of the best moment of the movie, though.
Yeah.
And then the next scene's pretty all right.
Yeah, we'll talk
afterwards,
about the next scene, which is the ending.
Yeah.
Yep. So Cyrano telling Roxanne the truth. 3 years have passed since the war, and Cyrano is in bad shape. He doesn't eat or take care of himself. Stricken with guilt over Christian, he stays to himself. However, Roxanne is left a widow in the church of their town, but Cyrano visits every weekend. However, today is different, as Cyrano knows it's his last day on Earth. He finally tells Roxanne the truth, and she reassures him that she loves him, but he dies in her arms. What do you guys think?
This is what makes me think that she knew
The whole time?
Yeah, because didn't she say she fell in love with him after trying to get that very first book that they met way back in the day?
I don't know about love. Did they say that she fell in love with him then?
I believe she did. That's why I remember, because when I was watching it, they had subtitles on too.
I don't know if she knew it was him, but I think that Cyrano thought too little of her because he didn't think that she would be able to accept him.
Also,
Well, yeah,
he thinks
'cause
too
then-
little of himself.
Yeah.
Because he's a super cool guy.
Oh my god.
There was a little joke in there. Come on.
Oh my god. But yeah, so it was because he kept doubting himself. He probably could have had the opportunity to have a happy life with her.
Yeah, because he kept pushing himself away because of his height. He's like, it's not right for a small person like me to be dating a normal sized person like you.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
Times were weird back
yeah,
then.
I was saying in that time frame that honestly seemed right because people would be assholes about it.
Yeah, people were so judgy.
So it's just like,
I mean, people are judgy now, but not to the extent that back then.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I think around 2000 is when it started like becoming a wrong because that's when you watch the old movies past the 2000s, like early 2000s, stuff like that. There was still a lot of racial slur and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think once the internet became more accessible to people,
People
we all kind of agreed that, like,
yeah.
yo, this is kind of bad.
Yeah, we all need to,
chilling.
yeah,
Let's
we
not
all,
do this shit anymore.
So, yeah. But I guess in that time frame, I can see why. But then also, like I said, then the whole balcony scene and everything made me feel like she knew because she's always been in love with him since she was younger, like younger. And he was like, I don't know, probably 18 or some shit.
I still don't remember it being her saying she was in love, but I'll whatever, it's fine.
Well, I just finished it, Jesus. And I also wasn't doing anything else while you guys are like, because you were playing a game and watching it, weren't you?
Yeah.
So,
but I was paying attention for, pretty much all of it.
And all I was doing was just sitting there watching the movie because I had nothing. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it.
So what did you guys think of the tone for the ending overall, though?
It was very deep.
Very glum.
Yeah.
I was upset that he died.
Well, I mean,
I was so like, bro, you fucking dumb ass. You couldn't have said it once. You had to be very dramatic about it.
I think at that point the lie just got too big that it was he kind of like put himself in the bad mentality where like I'm so stricken over this death on my hands.
I would say in the first in the 3 years, did he write a shit ton of love letters to her?
I think he was trying to find a way to tell her the truth.
Because
and every time he wrote a letter.
Yeah, because you seen like when they like panned to him and his house or wherever he's at.
Yeah, it's just letters everywhere.
Yeah, it's just a whole stack.
A whole fire
yeah,
hazard.
it's just a bunch of letters just all scattered out.
If he dropped the candle, his house would have burned down instantly.
And then and then you when like that final letter that he did write, did he grab his like chest or something or body? Because then there's just he wiped blood all over the letter, I believe.
Yeah, I think that was when he knew.
Oh my God, Shifu!
I think that was when he knew it was his last day. So yeah, what are you guys' final ratings for this movie?
Still a 7.
Yeah, a 7,
Maybe 6.5. Torn.
I'll give it a 7.
I'm sorry, 7.
Let's read some online reviews. So this IMDb audience member gave it an 8 out of 10. It's a very enjoyable musical with classical vibes. Although its extremely passionate love story is cheesy, unoriginal, and so predictable, it's still highly entertaining and so emotional. Performances, cinematography, product design, costume design, and makeup were all great.
This guy literally, there's nothing original anymore. So, I mean, what does this guy want? When you think about it, in the whole world, has there been an actual original design for something?
Yeah, bro, Elden Rings. I'm just kidding.
It's like a thing though.
It does seem like we're just kind of rehashing old ideas. Like this picture's how Jesus is showing us right now.
Oh, let me change it.
No, but I saw.
Oh my God!
Dang.
Donald Trump got the Timmy Turner drip.
No, honestly, Drake Bell got.
He's like, I like that
bro,
Drake Bell kid. The Drake Bell kid.
Where Drake Bell at, bro?
Drake Bell is a great
Bell.
guy. Let me tell you guys.
Let me tell you.
I switched it back.
I changed my outfit to match his because he's such a great guy, guys. You won't believe it.
You won't believe it. He's for the wall. Oh, you did 3 movies?
Yeah, dude. I didn't watch any of them, but I remember every time I was a Nick, they're like, new Fairly Odd Parents movie.
I didn't even know he did 3. I seen 2 of them, I believe. I seen the Christmas one and that other one, but I don't remember that summer one. That must have been right after.
All right, let's read this other IMDb honest member. They gave it a 1 out of 10. They should be ashamed of themselves. This movie is crap, and if I could give it 0 stars, I would. Granted that I am probably biased as a huge fan of the original play and the 1990 movie. This movie is a joke.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah,
This is like a a fan of the older stuff.
This is like
Which
us
I'm not
with
With
familiar
the big nose, yeah.
This is like us with what other movie that we seen that was similar to this? They had an older movie.
No, I don't remember.
It was with the guy who had like anxiety problems, and it was about
Oh, you're talking about the Dear Evan Hansen?
yeah, like that, similar to that, where we like
Oh,
there was
where
a
we
book.
liked it, but the older fans didn't.
Yeah, it's like they there was a book for it. They
Yeah.
had an old play that actually got a nomination or like
yeah,
a lot of-
Oscar nominations.
Yeah, yep. So like it was like it's similar to that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But again, there's no original ideas anymore. So what does this person expect? Like, I get it. You like the old stuff.
I guess because older ideas are a safer bet in terms of profit, because there's already a fan base that's going to turn up for it.
Yeah. So like, but I'm saying for this person who's like, if I could give it a 0-star, I would. But like, what do you want? Like,
you want the exact same movie just redone.
well, then that's just fixing graphics at
Yeah,
that point. Like,
exactly.
There's no then. I don't
They
know.
just want an HD remaster.
Yeah, I guess so. And then when you think about it, when we get like, when we're in our 40s, 50s, and this movie's a classic for us, and they make another one similar to it.
Man, I can't believe the Timmy Turner Drake Bell movie is a classic.
Oh my god.
No, but we're like that's some real stuff. Like when we're older and shit like that, this is gonna be like a classic for us. And then we're gonna be like, this new one that they made is garbage. I like the old one. And it's like,
Probably.
And then the people who were
the cycle
older-
continues.
yeah. And so, but like, there's like, they can't complain. The only movie that has an original so far is Shrek. They have yet to make a remaster of Shrek.
They're going to.
Are they really?
Yeah. Anyway, this Metacritic reviewer
no.
gave it 100 out of 100. With its swooping cameras and beyond dazzling production design, Wright's style is more alive than ever, giving new meaning to the word panache. In this Metacritic,
Panache or panache.
panache.
I think they said that the stage play or whatever was the thing that actually brought that word into the English language.
Oh, really? Oh, at the end credits, right?
Panache, I think.
Panache.
Panache.
This Metacritic reviewer gave it a 50 out of 100. As is typically the case with Joe Wright's films, one is left both exhilarated and exhausted, wishing that he had been more interested in the material at the center of his house of flourishes. So I guess he got bored by it.
He's mixed by the director.
Yeah.
I've heard he's made a lot of hit and miss movies.
Let's pull up his cinematography
Or
list.
at least
right here.
that one's basing off the director, not the movie itself.
Well, yeah, the director made the movie, so.
Joe Wright. Oh, he directed Pride and Prejudice.
Never seen it.
Me either, but apparently it's a big movie.
Wow.
Wow. Cyrano, guys. He did Cyrano.
What?
What? That's crazy.
He worked on
Like,
Black Mirror.
Oh my god, what? This is actually a chastity belt.
I can't see it, dude. The freaking lights right here are just blinding.
That's
my-
pretty adult as a joke.
This Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. A+ maxing. Cinematography, acting, music, wardrobe were all decadent, decide. And I enjoyed more. There's so many types in this. More. I enjoyed it, and I hope to see many more Oscar nods. I can't read this. It's too confusing. There's too much going on with this typos. All right, this Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a remarkably fresh take on a romantic tragedy, anchored by a stunning Peter Dinklage led performance and full of touching musical numbers.
Dude, I thought this movie was a Romeo and Juliet kind of movie, actually.
It did kind of. I told May it did kind of have like a Shakespeare vibe to it.
But no, I thought it was a Romeo and Juliet. But then, yeah, watching it, I'm like, it's not. So
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Have they made like a remastered version of that movie? Or
Well,
play?
if you remember,
Romeo and Juliet.
if you remember, we watched. What was the fuck was it called?
He's all that.
the New York musical movie with the jets and the.
Grease.
Marry Me?
No. You guys remember? We all watched it. The Latina girl and the white guy.
Oh,
yeah,
West
I know.
Side Story?
It's, yeah,
West Side Story. That was based on Romeo and Juliet.
I already told you though, Romeo and Juliet.
No, be
Oh
a
my
Julie.
God. I see that.
up
I
a
mean,
chat.
but like it's not like exactly similar, but they have that concept where it's like
Yeah.
that. Okay, I see that.
This Rotten
That's
Tomatoes
a classic, bro. Why are you bringing that shit back up?
critic gave it a rotten. The casting is perfect in concept and occasionally fulfills its promise, but is notably imperfect film that's afflicted by a benumbing score
Bro.
and dreary songs. So this person didn't like the music in it.
Yeah, that's the best scene right there.
I mean, the songs were kind of butt for most of them.
like I said,
There was a few good. Yeah, it was like a roller coaster with these songs.
I love the thing I don't know. Like
Because the main song is catchy to me, but it's also kind of boring.
What's the main song? For
It's I need someone to love me. Da-na-na. I don't remember the words.
I don't remember that. All I remember, the only song I remember is the end song.
Yeah.
Then when the guys are, like I said, going to war. That was a bop, bro.
Heaven is where I lay my head or something like that.
Yeah, it was like we are not to cry. We're going to heaven. It's just like, damn, my boy, don't say this shit. Even though you know you're right.
My boy finna cry and die.
So check out our previous podcast if you've enjoyed this one so
Turf
far.
guy.
We upload new episodes weekly. Also check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated.
It was in 3D.
You guys want to take an intermission?
Yeah, please.
All right. Mute this thing and put BRB.
Really?
Deuces.
DC too. I was like, I did not know that. I remember watching that shit. Like the actual.
DC needs good movies.
All right, let's get started
Boy,
with.
you don't think Wonder Woman was a good movie?
It was fine. No, I'm making fun of that ad last time.
All right, let's get started with this movie. Spoiler-free review of In the Heights. In the Heights was released June 11th of 2021, starring Anthony Ramos, Melissa Barrera, and Corey Hawkins. Directed by John M. Chu, rated PG-13. Plot summary.
John M. Chu.
Chu, I don't know how to say Chu.
Who did he play?
He was the director.
Oh,
John M. Chu. Sorry, I don't know how to
Okay.
say Asian names. CHU. Plot summary. A film version of a Broadway musical in which Usnavi, a sympathetic New York bodega owner, saves every penny every day as he imagines and sings of a better life. What are your overall thoughts without getting into spoilers?
so funny that his name is after the U.S. Navy.
Bro, spoilers. I'm just kidding.
Wait, are we doing spoiler free?
This is spoiler free, yes.
Okay.
All right, you guys are doing this spoiler free for this?
The music
Yeah.
is amazing.
Because I thought this is a streaming movie. You know.
We don't do the thoughts before. We do the spoiler free.
Oh, okay.
The music was amazing.
Mhm.
The color palette, how it's shot,
Hell yeah.
it's beautiful. It's
beautiful
just
movie.
it's just so nice to just look at.
I agree. It definitely does feel like a hot summer when you watch it.
Yeah, it holds your attention in the best ways. Just very interesting, like dynamics or just the choreography in general. Yeah, you get invested into these characters pretty early on, I feel, because they're very likable.
Yeah, that's what I put here too.
And they're relatable to a certain extent in terms of, the Hispanic
culture,
culture, yeah.
Hispanic American specifically.
Because they're like Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah, Puerto Rican,
This movie takes
Dominican.
place in what?
There's-
New
it's-
York, right?
Yeah, so it's a collection of Hispanic cultures,
Yeah.
done New York style. So
And then they showed off a flag of the Mexican flag, and I was like, yo, that's my team.
Yo, that's my team, baby. Let's go.
yeah, so it was an enjoyable film. Like you said, great music and cinematography, very likable characters. The story was also easy to follow, so you didn't really have to stress out about what's going on now.
And the Mexican flag is so cool.
Bro, but
I understand Spanish to a certain level.
That's what Tom Holland would have said if he was there.
bro, there was a lot of
What was
Spanish,
that
bro.
related to?
Isn't that
An
Smiling
interview he
Friends?
did. It tackles a few issues of Hispanics in the modern world, specifically in America.
Yeah.
But I would recommend this movie to musical fans. What do you rate it out of 10?
It's an 8.5.
Yeah, I'm going with 8.5 as well.
Just based off the trailer and me really actually wanting to watch this, I would give this an 8. Just based off what I've seen already.
Okay.
Even though I've never I was supposed to watch it, but
I'm
Fell
gonna,
asleep on us.
I'm
my
gonna
dumbass
rewatch it again with my sisters when I get a chance, because they haven't seen it yet.
What?
Yeah,
I said my
I'm
sisters
sure
probably
they'll
would
like it.
enjoy it too. To be honest.
Watch it. It's on HBO. So let's compare to some online ratings. The critics for Metascore gave it an 84 out of 100. Rotten Tomatoes tomato meter is a 94 out of 100. Audience on IMDb is 7.3 out of 10. And Rotten Tomato audience is a 94 out of 100.
Oh, and Lin-Manuel Miranda
Does
was
the
a
music.
yeah, he does the music, and he has a small part in the movie too.
Dead ass.
Yeah, he was great in it.
So before we jump with the spoiler-free review, comment, subscribe. Also check out these guys. The links will be in the description below. And we are on the podcast platform, so give us a listen anywhere at any time. Now let's get into the spoiler-filled discussions. Let's take an in-depth review of In the Heights, starting with some of the cast members' dreams. So Usnavi is a New York bodega owner, but wants to return to the Dominican Republic to continue his dad's beach bar business. Nina returns to town from university, missing her old neighborhood and people. Her and Benny spend some time together, talking about the good old days. Lastly, Vanessa is a nail tech / hairstylist, but dreams of becoming a fashion designer and moving away from New York. These three characters express a desire of wanting more out of life than they already have. What do you guys think? What did you think of Jesus?
It was like I said, the character interactions, they're very natural and just very interesting.
So it doesn't feel forced like that.
No, it
Yeah,
does feel like they're actually all friends, like they knew each other.
Well, that's good.
Usnavi does a fantastic performance in that regard. He's very likable. He seems like like a one
cool
of
guy to
those
hang out with.
bodega owners that seems like a cool guy.
you know, are you guys talking about the main
like
character, right?
bodegas tend to have a very homey, friendly vibe when it gives off that same energy.
He's that energy with like Pokemon.
What?
It's positive. It's just a positive, go happy game. Like that.
I mean, sure, yeah.
He's a Pokemon game. That's the most interesting way I've ever heard somebody to be
Well,
described.
honestly, because I was thinking about what Eddie
Compared
said.
to that Dark Souls.
Yeah, no, like
Give her that Elden
shit,
Ring, bro.
Yeah, bro, that should be too dark.
Elden
bro.
Ring is like the edgy, cool guy. Like, he's edgy, but like he's really cool at the
You
same
know-
Smokes in
time.
your face.
You know what Elden Ring reminds me of?
What?
The West Side Story.
What? Not at all.
Well, because you think wasn't the West Side Story like they're demolishing the homes and everything?
Yeah,
and then
babe.
people died at the end
Oh
too.
my God. So that one kind of had. So both stories kind of have a similar issue where like they're both placed in New York, and instead of it being destroyed like in the West Side Story, in this one they're kind of being gentrified. So that means like the Hispanic people and the colored people are being priced out of their homes and their businesses.
Also,
is-
there's
I
a
think-
big ass blackout.
Which I also think it's still happening now. I feel.
Yeah,
like.
it's still happening all across America.
Man, it's wild how everything's just. I feel like it's skyrocketing, but they're just trying to match up everything that they spent over COVID, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
Gas.
So
I
next,
swear,
let's-
like I've seen maybe 4 things that like deal with colored people in like New York, and they all tend to have fucking blackouts in their neighborhoods.
I guess that was his important event because I guess they all take place at the same time.
Really?
Well, in
I don't know.
Sopranos, they talk about
Oh, they have been in Sopranos.
some riots in like the 80s or something. That was a real event.
Oh my God.
with like, and the black people had a blackout. So
Okay.
they couldn't like support
anything?
themselves very well.
Oh, like it was a deliberate attack on the community.
I don't remember.
Are you guys
But
ready for it to
also
go
Miles
forward
Morales
now?
had that too, where there was a blackout in
Oh
Harlem.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, that doesn't that happen like towards the end when they freaking break the multiverse, the time.
I'm talking about the video game.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
game
in the
there's a
game?
blackout.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta play the game too.
So yeah, next let's talk about the lottery number and Sonny's dad. So after it's revealed that Sonny and Usnavi sold a winning lottery ticket for $96,000, they try to track down the winner. All the community shares what they'd do with that kind of money and are all very excited, but no one ends up winning. Everyone goes back to normal life, and Usnavi tries to get Sonny's dad to let Sonny come with him to the Dominican Republic. This is where it's kind of hinted / revealed that Sonny is an undocumented kid leading up to future problems. It's also revealed that Nina doesn't want to go back to school because she feels that she doesn't belong there. So, what do you think of all these scenes, Jesus?
Relatable to an extent. I mean, I have documents, so like
I
I
think
don't
I'm-
have the exact same issues.
I think we almost have documents.
Yeah,
here.
but we all know someone
Who doesn't? Yeah,
familial, like if in a family or whatever
in the
Yeah.
community.
that has to deal with that issue. So it always like weighs on people's minds in the community.
Yeah, it's a stressful thing to constantly keep.
It's
thinking
a serious problem.
That's
yeah.
such a deep thing to think about. Like U.S. is like one of the places that a lot of people want to come to. It's such a free country, you know.
Yeah.
The U.S. I feel like doesn't allow so many people into the country for like because of a bunch of reasons, you know.
Yeah.
Like I understand you don't want to allow criminals into the United States, but people who just like the lifestyle
They're trying
they-
to find a better life.
yeah, the lifestyle where they've grown up at is just so garbage. They're like,
Here in the quote unquote land of the free.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's so, and then to us, like everything here is just like, it's awesome, but it sucks for us at the same
Yeah,
time.
we've lived here long enough to recognize the issues that exist. Because obviously, the people that come to this country are escaping worse situations. But just because things are better here doesn't mean they could be even better.
And then even first generation kids have to deal with like the constant anxiety of like looking over your shoulder to make sure that like your parents don't get deported.
Yeah, that's gotta
Having
be
to live with
stressful.
that, yeah.
And then once they get like, man, this movie just brings up a deep concept.
Yeah, exactly. This movie touches on a lot of issues with Hispanic communities. Because the other thing I was talking about was Nina, because her parents are kind of like my parents, where they were like, hey, you got to do really good. You got to get into a really good college. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've gotten to the point in my life where I know that college can be helpful, but with the amount of debt and all the issues that come along with it, all the
Yeah.
stress and
I
stuff,
feel that
Fuck
college
like in a sense,
college is
that.
like the American dream in the same way that it's like, oh, it's going to open up so many opportunities. But when you get to that
Yeah.
point, you're like, no, it still sucks.
like college is kind of antiquated in terms of just like the sheer cost of it.
Mhm.
It doesn't make sense in this like economy
and that's
for
the
students to just go to college like full time because they
Yeah.
have no time to make to work.
And that's another problem. Like that's the other issue. Like going to like, in order to make people who make successful lives in themselves are usually people who,
Come from successful families.
yeah, like,
Or back then when shit was just cheaper.
Yeah.
well, so like back, you gotta think about it from back then as well. It wasn't cheaper. It was just at the right time frame for what they're making. To us, it just seemed cheaper. But back then, think about how much money they were making back then.
Yeah, from
Like,
even shitty jobs, yeah.
Yeah, like so, like the podcast, the Time Suck podcast that Scott has introduced me. I listened to one of his older episodes, like I think it's like episode 14, and it's about prison, like about a prison riot, and he was talking about like
Corruption.
the people who work there.
Correction facilities?
Correct.
Correction officers?
Yeah, them. So back in I think it was 1980 or
70.
19
Something.
Yeah, like between 1980 and 1990, they were making like $5 an hour to watch those guys with no extra pay, and they were working like 12-hour shifts. So imagine that compared to now. Now they make like roughly $17 an hour with bonus.
But
'cause-
that's still
you
not
still
enough.
can't, yeah, you
to-
still can't buy a house.
yeah, I know, but think the increase for that. Like, there's a better but back then there was no extra structure. Like, there was no like healthcare back then, probably, or no. There's
It wasn't privatized at the same degree it is now.
yeah.
I think there were just more opportunities back in the day when
That's
shit
true.
wasn't cheaper.
Industry
Or
was-
at least a little cheaper.
There was a lot more industry in America back then where you
But-
could get like a factory job, get like
and inflation
20, 30
then
bucks
wasn't
fixed.
as prevalent.
And now it's like, well, you could either be a waiter or you could be, just some other warehouse worker.
Yeah,
of sorts.
and that's what makes people like, us nowadays, like we're growing up, it's just, man, everything sucks.
yeah.
Like and then you're like for me, like I want to go back to college, but like I'm like at the point where I know college is so fucking expensive.
And time consuming.
yeah, and it's just like I'm about like by the time I feel like I can graduate, it'd be like 40.
Yeah, it's
Plus, just getting the degree doesn't mean that you get
have
the
the
job
job, yeah.
automatically.
I have an associate's, and I've looked up and like jobs you can get associate's degree with, and there's like nothing. It's all the same that I can get now.
The same
Yeah.
as no
yeah,
college.
I'm just like, well, then what was the point of this work to get this degree?
and that's what's so frustrating. I'm
It's
just
like you either if you just go all in, maybe you'll have a chance.
but if you don't,
It's still a competitive market even after that.
Yeah.
and that's what makes me like now. I'm just like I don't want to go back to college. I just want to work at a job that pays well, and then
Move
save
your way up
enough
or something.
for if, when I have a kid.
Yeah, and plus you're getting
I will-
experience.
Yeah.
So like, as long as someone like co-signs you could probably get a better job.
Yeah, and
Like
that's,
doing like managing work.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking at that point. I'm just like either you just move up in like management, get paid well like that, or move into being an operator somewhere else, or
Yeah,
Or you
Getting-
could do side businesses on your own too.
it's
Yeah.
a struggle. It's a struggle out here in America.
and then that's what makes me think about like the future. I'm like, this is how I am now, but when I have a kid, I don't want that kid. I want the kid to have the option, and that's
Yeah.
the problem with parents. Some parents nowadays, it's just like they don't make enough to
Support a child.
to be able to switch it up. Be like, hey, I want you to go to college because
Yeah, exactly. That was my issues. Like, my parents didn't have money for me to go. So I was like, I either take out a massive debt for like hundreds of thousands, or I just go to community college, do what I can when I can.
Yeah, luckily, even though I went to a bigger college in our state, I didn't take out any loans. I think I paid like $2,000, $3,000 out of pocket or something. But then I had my scholarships. So I mean, it was decently a sizable investment, but at least I'm not stuck with any debt. Even though the debt could help with credit at the very least, but the interest rates are so high that it's like almost not worth it. You'd be paying it off
for years, for like 30 years.
Okay, let's just get back on topic with the movie.
Okay, but this is a good point, because part of the reason Usnavi wants to leave is he sees the issues in America, and he sees Dominican Republic as like this dreamland of opportunity.
Yeah, it's funny how them tables have turned.
Like there's honestly no country out there that's like perfect in a sense. Like,
none are perfect.
Like the only country that a shit ton of people I've heard talk about is Canada, and that's just because of free healthcare.
Yeah.
But the only reason why it's so free over there is because how like extremely high they tax everything. Like the tax rate, I think, is like 13 to 15% over there.
Yeah, like a video game over here, like $60. It's like 80 over there.
Yeah, so it's just like extremely higher. But then at the again, it's the cost and given. Like you give up
pros and cons. Pros and cons.
So like you give up, you pay more, but then you get this. Like I would love to have free healthcare.
Yeah, me too.
Like healthcare is
Sign me up, Canada.
Yeah, because healthcare here is the
Let's
one.
get back to the movie before we get
more into politics.
Topic again.
So the date, so Usnavi's date / the blackout. Usnavi and Vanessa go on their first date together, dancing at the club. Vanessa dances with other people, and this hurts Usnavi's feelings, and he drinks the night away. When the two are finally going to dance, the whole city loses power, leaving everyone a bit afraid. After an argument with Vanessa, Usnavi returns to Abuela's house with a few friends from the salon. However, Abuela passes away in the other room. So what did you think, Jesus?
Bruh. Yeah, it was pretty sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
Yeah, especially the first time. It hit a fair bit.
Yeah, I remember May was tearing up.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because she was singing the song, and you knew she was like going to pass away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it was powerful.
Yeah, Abuela was obviously like a really likable character. She was always there helping out people.
Yeah.
Even in this movie, even in her older age, she was
I've met people that are kind of like Abuela.
Very helpful, very kind people. And it was also kind of like she chose to die, because it was later revealed that she wasn't taking her medication anymore.
She just probably got tired of the way.
I think it's more so that because she was asking Usnavi, she's like, did I do good to my community? Because she was like trying to make sure that things were right before she decided to pass on.
Yeah. Plus, probably the heat from the blackout probably does not help.
Yeah. What did you think of the date, though?
It was, it was fun up until, he started getting very butthurt.
Yeah, he's the one who told her to go dance with the other people.
Yeah, he was acting like a kid, for sure.
He's acting like a child.
He's like, oh, man, she actually listened? How dare she?
Wow.
It's like, bruh, you told her to go dance with these other dudes.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Yeah, that was one of the few moments I didn't like with Navi.
So he was being like this?
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically, yeah. I keep forgetting that you haven't watched it.
Yeah, well, like,
it's fine. It's fine. I just forgot that you did it.
I need to watch it. Like, that's a movie like good. I was so fucking stoked for too when it came out.
And now it's all spoiled.
I mean, like, I don't understand what you guys are talking about either.
Plus the songs and choreography.
Yeah, the whole point of the movie. So next, let's talk about coming together during the blackout. So after that night, Vanessa and Usnavi.
Jesus?
Yeah. I'm just clicking this AirPods case.
So after that night, Vanessa and Usnavi sort of patch things up. Usnavi is set on leaving the country. Meanwhile, Vanessa is upset. She's getting rejected from her dream job. So Usnavi submits another application for her. Meanwhile, Sunny attends the Dreamers March and learns that he won't be able to get into college. Everyone is very sad at this point, and with no air conditioning on the hot summer, everyone's given up hope. But Daniela, ready to leave for her new location.
You're going.
He's going to the bathroom. Motivates LeBlanc into facing the blackout obstacles head on. So what did you think of that whole sequence?
Yeah, it's a huge bummer of a scene, or a couple of scenes actually.
Oh yeah, with Sonny.
Yeah, it just just more showing of like inequality in America at points.
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge bummer that he can't get the support to go to college.
Yeah, that sucks. He's like, he didn't even know it. It hit him like a freaking, it hit him hard.
Bag of bricks.
Yeah, it hit him like a brick. He wasn't expecting it, and it was also hard for Nina because she was still trying to convince her dad, but he was still kind of on the fence about
definitely.
her.
With that scene you're talking about, now I think about the West Side Story, because isn't it like the it's like Hispanics and whites, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Hispanic girlfriend, I think, right, or future wife. She her dream job was to become a fashion designer, right?
Oh really? I think so. Yeah.
And then I don't think she was able to make it because doesn't something happen to her?
I don't remember. It's been a while since we watched that movie. I think it's just that her boyfriend dies.
Yeah, her boyfriend dies, but I remember the investigators going over there, and I'm assuming she didn't have paperwork.
Oh, okay.
So I
she
think
was
she would-
undocumented.
Yeah, so I felt like she might have got like
Deported or something.
deported back. But I remember her dream job was to become a fashion designer, but she was
Yes.
working as a cleaner lady at the time.
Yeah, and this one, yeah, Vanessa was getting rejected for her job, but I think that's more so because of who she is and where she came from versus her not having documentation.
Okay.
So just because she was Hispanic is my guess, because it seems like they didn't really respect her when she tried to submit her stuff.
Hispanics still aren't respected that much now.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah, that's why this is set in modern day. These are issues that are like tackled.
Man, this is such a wild.
Here.
The whole world was wild.
It still is, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just. I thought it would be. You'd think it'd be better by now.
No, but as long as there's bad people and bad things,
As long as there are ignorant people on the world.
Ignorant.
I saw a coworker, one of my old coworkers, just say it. He would say weird words like that instead of saying ignorant. He would say ignorant people on the world.
So next, let's talk about El Sueñito. So it's revealed that Abuela actually had the winning lotto number, and she gave it to Usnavi. And Usnavi was going to use it for his trip, but decided to give it to Sonny instead so that he can hire a lawyer and try to fight his way into college. And then meanwhile, Vanessa finds out that Usnavi submitted the application for her, and she really liked him for that. And so she actually managed to convince him to stay when they fixed up his bodega and showed him that home, is where the heart is. Yeah. So what did you think of the ending?
It was great. It was
What do you guys rate it out of 10?
10. I mean, I'm close, but nah. It was nice with the little surprise ending of them not actually being on an island.
Yeah, that was
bodega
such a
the whole
good
time.
twist. Yeah.
They're not on an island?
No. Why? Did you see the opening?
Yeah, they're watching the opening. What? They're not on an island? Oh my god! So they're still in New York.
They're at the
just on
bodega, but they dressed it up to look like an island.
I
It looked
know,
like the
that's
Dominican
what
Republic.
Wow. Fuck, man. Now, that's a spoiler right there. I thought
What did you think this was a spoiler filled section? You were supposed to watch it.
Like, I thought they made it somewhere cool. And
No, they showed that home is where the heart is.
Like, I thought they made it somewhere. Like, that's why I'm like, man, they want an island. It's probably a happy ending. No,
I mean, it is a happy ending.
Yeah, I know, it feels like a happy ending, but I thought it was a happier ending. Like they actually did something, and it's just like 10 years in the future or some shit.
Well, you'd rather him go to the island than help the kid get into college.
No, I'm thinking like everything went like well in like the movie, and then like it's just showing like a in the future kind of path. Like how they do like
yeah.
I mean, it is kind of set in the future.
It is set in the future.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Like he has kids.
This is not who he's telling the story to?
Yeah, his daughter and her friends.
So it's
I
in the
thought it was daughter
future,
and
but they're
son.
at the bodega.
Huh?
That was a daughter and son.
No, just the girl seems to be his kid. The one that knows, the one that's the smartest in the group.
The smartest.
Yeah, because she was answering all of those questions. Like she knew all these facts. All right, so what is your final rating for it, Jesus?
Still an 8.5.
Yeah, me too. Let's read some online reviews.
Rate it out of 10.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Let's read some
Really?
online reviews. This IMDb audience member gave it a 9 out of 10. I first heard of Lin-Manuel Miranda when his Hamilton made a splash.
Almost like everyone.
Yeah.
Almost everyone.
I was
Who are we
surprised.
talking about?
I saw him in an episode of The Sopranos.
Really? He was in
Yeah.
there? I didn't know that.
the main guy.
No, he was just like a bellhop for a hotel.
Just a cameo.
Yeah.
I was surprised to learn that he had written another musical a few years earlier. Well, the movie adaptation of In the Heights is here. What a show. Basically, it's a look at the efforts to preserve the spirit of one's neighborhood amid pressures to change both from inside and out. The musical numbers are like nothing that you've ever seen. I'll be eager to see Miranda's next production. Great one.
Encanto.
Yep, Encanto is the next one. He did the music for Encanto.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, so he did the music for this movie too.
Oh, I did not know. Well,
Obi tripped.
He was too excited.
I'm like when it comes to remembering guys, I don't know.
Gotcha.
No.
I think May's home. This
Oh.
IMDb audience member gave it a 1 out of 5.
What?
1 out of 5 stars. This is a really bad movie. Super awkward all the way through.
This guy's dumb.
Yeah.
Jesus, come on, don't
Or
be
he
shocked.
doesn't get it.
Yeah.
No, I think that's what I mean. He's dumb.
Well, this one brings up an interesting point. So this Metacritic reviewer gave it a 95 out of 100.
So not a perfect 100 score.
Like Crazy Rich Asians, not everyone is going to feel represented when they watch In the Heights.
Yeah, maybe that's how that other guy felt.
That's an impossible task for any movie, yet In the Heights can represent many things for many different viewers. It can be a story about ambition, hardworking people chasing the dreams. It can also be a reflection of the immigration experience and the struggle to find where you belong. It can also be a tribute to our parents' sacrifices.
See, but that's why. But like, if that other person gave it 1 out of 5, if he was going from the like drive for ambition and everything.
So some of the things that I saw when this movie first came out that people were upset about was that there wasn't enough Afro Hispanic representation.
Oh.
So that means like black mixed Hispanics.
like Miles.
Yes, like Miles. And because there's a higher number
Yeah,
in like Dominican Republic and
And
That's
in
mixed
New
like
York
that.
specifically
Okay. Yeah, New
because of the neighborhoods.
yeah, and so that was some of the criticism. That's why this guy was saying like in Crazy Rich Asians where like there wasn't all these Asian representations, only a few cultures.
Yeah.
See, but this guy also still made a valid point about the movie. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. You can have that criticism, which is a fair criticism, while also
It did
admitting.
enough.
Is it?
Yeah,
is,
that it's a
isn't
good movie.
Crazy Rich Asian.
I've
a good
never
movie
watched
too?
it.
Huh?
Or no,
Yeah, I heard it's a good movie too, but yeah, I've never seen it
Oh, you
either.
guys never seen it? Oh, man, then I gotta watch it just to watch it.
This Metacritic reviewer gave it a 60 out of 100. It's impossible to object to In the Heights with almost childlike innocence. Ramos is a very good, and it is great to see Stephanie Beatriz and Dasha Polanco round out the supporting cast. But this is super quaint image of street life whose unrealities probably worked better on stage. So they're saying the theater production is better.
Probably, yeah.
Jesus, don't you take your sister to work today or no?
Yeah. But at like 3:30 I have to leave.
Okay, yeah, or so it's
They're
2:30.
still good.
Okay.
This Rotten Tomato audience member gave it a 5 out of 5. The choreography was fantastic. The subject was timely. I took my 17-year-old daughter and not sure who loved it most.
Yeah, it's a fantastic film.
Man,
Gotta watch you, bro.
I will. I honestly
You
will.
got spoiled on the end.
I know that.
Like I forgot it was
Holy
a twist until I
shit.
said it.
This reviewer gave it a half a star.
What the fuck?
This movie is just awful. We walked out an hour early. I couldn't understand what the movie was all about.
Oh, probably white.
No, they're just ignorant people. Like I was saying, there's too many ignorant people on this
They're
world.
like, what, a brown guy in my film?
Oh my god! I don't
All
like that.
brown
What is going
people.
on?
Yeah, all of them are
But
brown
I bet
people.
I
What?
bet that person who said that would be like the Cryo. That's not the movie that the first movie we talked about.
Cyrano.
Cyrano. He's like, they're probably thinking like, man, this movie's the shit. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. I can relate to all these problems.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot to say that the love interest Vanessa is the girl from Scream, the one we watched together. She's the older sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're the same they're the same actress.
Neat.
This Rotten Tomatoes critic gave it a fresh. The film is fun, heartfelt, finding genuine emotion. Even the focused project clearly could have been cleaned up and focused. And this reviewer gave it rotten, all spark and no fire.
Oh my god. What's with these people?
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe watch the movie.
They didn't watch the same movie. Check out our previous podcast if you've enjoyed this one so far. We upload new episodes weekly. Also, check out our Patreon. Any help is greatly appreciated. Now, time for content we've seen this week. What did you guys watch this week?
I watched the Tyler the Creator concert.
How was that?
lit? Yeah.
It was
good.
so lit, bro. I drove 3 hours
To Chicago?
Like right after work, I drove all the way there and made it just in time.
Now, did you have your ticket beforehand, or did you just?
It was on my phone.
Did you
No,
know-
I bought the ticket
That
at 5
same day?
p.m.
Oh, that same day?
Yeah, it was last minute. I was like, bro, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, same. I would have honestly, if you would have like, if it
I'm
was
going to go
something,
get LB real quick.
if it was something that we would have probably talked about like beforehand, and
Uh-huh.
like anyone want to do this shit, I'm like, I'd be down. Cause I actually listen to this music, and it's not too bad, you know.
It was so good, bro.
I've only been to like one concert so far.
That was my first one, so I have nothing to compare it to. But
Well, I've
it was
actually been to
amazing.
twice, 2 concerts actually, because I've been to a K-pop concert.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I went to. It was a girl band K-pop concert. Red
Baby
Velvet,
Metal.
I think it was.
Oh, I don't know who they are. They're probably popular.
Yeah, they're super they're like mainstream. They're just like BTS. Like,
Where'd you see them?
Chicago, actually.
Oh,
Like dead ass. And then the other one I went and watched was AJR over here in Grand Rapids.
oh yeah, the
So-
guy that makes Bang or whatever.
Yeah, the group that make bang, 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 bang. That was fun though. They're fun. I think the AJR one was more fun than the Red Velvet because we're in a theater and it wasn't like a lot of mobility. Like you couldn't
Oh.
like do too much.
Gotcha.
And it was sad for Tisha because she could not see. Like there was a tall guy in front of her. And
oh,
she
you
couldn't
guys were
see.
standing?
yeah, because you know when you're at a concert you want like especially if you're on the bottom floor you definitely want to just stand. Like it was just a theater.
Yeah,
so
no,
it was
I
facing
just
down.
went for an aisle seat. It worked out pretty well for me.
Which that's why I like our next concert is actually this year. We're gonna go see what's the band's name? I gotta look
Mac
it up.
Miller.
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, we're gonna see that.
The Mac Miller concert.
The Mac Miller.
No, My Chemical Romance. That's our next concert we're gonna see. That was $1,000 tickets.
Jesus Christ.
Well, they just recently reunited.
Yeah. And it's
Wait,
been-
who again? Oh, My Chemical Romance.
Yeah. And it was for like 2 years ago too. It was it was my anniversary gift, I think, Christmas/anniversary gift I got for her.
Oh.
And that's fucking 2 years ago, bro.
And then the
And they're
pandemic.
just doing
Yeah,
it now.
because the pandemic just like boom, and then last year it was like, we're gonna push it back to next year because the pandemic's still a thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So this year it should be fine, hopefully.
Unless Omnicron Part 2.
Yeah.
My God, at that point I'm just like, can I just get my money back?
Yeah.
So
And I believe it's not even the ticket's not even refund.
refundable.
Yeah, it's something once you bought it, it's
Maybe
there.
they spent the money already. So what else did you guys watch this week?
I watched. I'm not even done with it because I keep forgetting to finish it. The Sopranos movie.
Oh, The Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah. That's why I typed in Newark so I don't forget it. But yeah, the movie so far is good. It's decent. It's
sound
not
impressed by
exactly
it.
what I wanted.
Yeah, you don't sound super impressed by it.
It's
You're
like,
okay.
well, because it's like young versions of these characters that we
Really?
know in the main show.
Oh, it's just kind of like an origin story.
Kinda, yeah. And so far, it's been all right. There's a couple characters who like, who like kind of overact their parts to be close to like the originals. I don't know. It's a little weird sometimes.
What about you, Javier? What did you watch
I
this
haven't
week?
had time to watch anything. I was
Oh,
doing homework.
wow.
Mad
I
homework.
Like
also rewatched a bunch of Parks and Rec.
Oh, that's a good show.
Yeah. I
Sonic's in it.
downloaded Peacock.
Sonic.
Yeah. John Ralphio is my favorite character.
Yeah, he's great.
I think if I was gonna watch a show, it's been Bar Rescue. Just random.
Oh my god, bro. Did you even find that shit?
I did. It's on Paramount Plus, and that's why I was talking about. I had to pay $100 for the year.
You bought the year subscription?
No, I didn't. That's
Oh.
why I was like, damn, because it was either $5.99 with ads. There was another one. I think it was like $15.99 with ads.
Dang.
And then the year one was like no
You know,
ads.
you could just get it for a month and then cancel it. You know.
True. You don't have to buy the year subscription.
There's 14 seasons. They're an hour long.
You can finish it.
Who's saying you need to watch all 14
You'll probably
seasons?
get bored after some
Yeah,
time.
it's the same shit. It's just like Pawn Stars, except it's just bars.
I actually like Pawn Stars too.
Well, yeah, I like Pawn Stars
I've actually
too,
watched
but-
like a lot of the seasons too.
But like with like shit like Kitchen Nightmares, where it's even more formulaic,
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like there's so much you can see. It's always kitchens and it's always food.
Mm-hmm. And it's always Gordon
Not
Ramsay
like
getting
Pawn
upset.
Stars. There's a bunch of like different interesting
I actually
items.
watched is it called Kitchen Nightmare?
Or Hell's Kitchen. Which one?
The one with Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
Gordon Ramsay.
but Gordon Ramsay's going around saving businesses.
Yeah, probably Kitchen Nightmare.
Yeah, I actually watched. I'm on season 5 right now with that. Like I invested a lot of time watching.
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I hate those recap episodes though. They piss me off. I'm like, I don't need to see this shit. I know what happened.
It's like one.
No, it's the first, like the second season was a double.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And it was. I was like, this is whack. I don't need to see this shit.
I'm not too into reality shows.
Well, that's like for some reason shows like that is what I get into.
I love house flipping shows so much.
They're interesting because you can see what they turn it from like garbage into something pretty.
Yeah, house flipping shows or just shows where it's people showing off houses.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, like house buying, like buy this or that house.
Yeah.
I watch more mature adult things, like the last episode of Arthur. That's all I watched this week.
Really?
I didn't really do anything else this week.
You played a
Wow.
lot of Elder's Ring more than anything.
That was Friday and Saturday I played Elden Ring, but besides that, I really just got home and went to sleep.
I'm literally like on a fucking crack, like addiction to Elden Ring right now.
Yeah, that's
Like
all.
we got a board
right
today.
now, all I'm thinking about is
got
going
a-
back to.
But let me talk about Arthur real quick.
Yeah, of course.
I think you're the only person who actually watched that.
Yeah, so I watched the
heard
last
about
episode.
it.
And I love Arthur.
Yeah,
I
you
love
told me
Arthur.
to skip school for it.
No, that was
Oh,
Curious
Curious
George.
All right, so do you guys want me to spoil it?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
So Arthur,
dies.
he does die at some point, but not in the show.
Oh
I'm
wait,
sure he
before
will.
you say anything,
Yeah.
that reminds me. Like I looked at a picture of Arthur, just like regular ass Arthur. Tell
The
me
aardvark.
why is this man bald here, but in the future he gets hair?
Because they needed him to have hair, bro. He's like Kai. He was just shaving himself.
But
Wasn't this author-
a bald ass elementary schooler? Bro.
I say, wasn't he like
Well, it's his
almost?
favorite style, I guess.
Wasn't he almost in middle school? Like that was the time.
Or maybe it was middle school, but still, I mean, why is the man bald?
Okay, so yeah.
Where's the dad? What
I
does the
don't know
dad
about
look
the
like
character.
again?
He's also bald, I think.
No, he has
Arthur dad.
The dad has hair, if I remember right. Yeah, he has hair. He has less hair than Arthur. I mean, for him it makes sense because male pattern baldness. But he does have more hair than his kid.
Bro, wait, go to Dexter's dad.
Dexter?
Who?
Oh no,
Buster?
Yeah,
Oh,
Buster.
Buster.
Yeah. Look at that boy.
Dang,
Look
he
at
looks
that
so
boy.
handsome,
I
bro.
put the internet screen.
That Buster's that looking handsome.
He'd
That's
be
Buster's
looking like
dad.
a Chad.
All right, so
What does
Arthur.
Buster look
This
like
is
in the
spoilers, so
comic?
if anybody listening doesn't want to listen to it,
To Arthur, the show you.
spoiling the ending of your childhood. So Arthur grows up and he becomes an author / illustrator, and it all loops because he writes the Arthur show.
That's
So he
brazy.
writes the first episode we see him.
Oh.
Is his book.
Oh, that's cool.
That's actually a cool ending right there.
Yeah, and so then his friends, like DW becomes a cop. Buster, I forget what he becomes, and then
A comic book or actor? I don't know.
and then I don't remember. Francine becomes like a
Lawyer or
athlete.
a judge?
She's
Oh.
an athlete, a salesman. So she's
Oh.
she sells like shoes and stuff like that, athlete
Oh,
shoes.
okay, because she
Sporting
looked like
goods
a
shoes,
judge or something.
Yeah, and then what was the girl with the red hair's name? Murphy.
I don't
something like that?
remember.
No.
She becomes a politician,
Oh.
and then George the Moose becomes like a shop owner. Look up Buster grown up because I don't remember. Oh my
That is
god,
not
he
Buster.
just looks like an old man.
I forgot what he does.
He just looks like a old Buster.
Yeah, I didn't remember what he does.
Oh yeah, final episode.
Yeah.
Uh,
And then
yeah,
Binky
he just looks like a normal guy.
Binky is a weatherman. And
Oh, yeah, she has hair, though. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at his freaking 4 strands of hair. The 5 strands of
He
hair.
literally has Arthur's dad's hair.
Binky, the bully or the tough guy, becomes a weatherman, and then I don't remember
Oh,
what
look at it. Click on it. There's all what they look like.
I don't remember what Brain becomes.
Here you go.
Dad.
Yeah, I don't think they showed him in the ending.
Wait, is the guy with the antlers Brain?
No, the guy with the antlers is George.
Are
Oh,
you
is-
sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So
Wait, where the fuck is this Brain? No.
Because George has been a character for the show for a while. They don't show him. George Brain is a mystery.
Brain died.
Who knows what happened to Brain?
Bro, he died, bro.
Something
He freaking
happened to
died,
Brain.
bro.
Nobody knows. It's a mystery.
Does Arthur get in a relationship with the one chick?
Which one? Oh, Francine? I don't
Yeah.
think so. They don't
They don't
say
really
anything
show
about
that.
it.
Yeah, I guess so. It's kind of whack.
Legit, where the fuck is Brain? Oh, what happened to Brain and Arthur?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They didn't show him.
Are you allowed to show that on the actual thing?
What? I haven't showed it yet.
Okay.
Do you want me to?
Are you
No,
allowed
it's good.
to?
It's good.
Kind of want to.
Muffy?
Oh,
Oh,
Muffy was the girl. Yeah, she became a politician. So yeah, that's all I watched
I
this
didn't
week,
even know
really.
that was a thing.
So with that, let's roll the
Oh,
credits.
Muffy's the mayor.
Oh,
Yeah, she's running as the mayor.
that's lit.
So you guys got any recommendations for any media?
None at all.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, that's my
Elden
rec
Ring.
too.
Play Elden
Elden
Ring.
Ring.
Oh my God, you
It's
guys are really
worth
good.
all the hype.
Is it really?
Yes,
It's so good.
I don't believe
bro.
you guys.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring.
You guys, have more,
Elden
you
Ring.
guys have more free time than I do, though, too.
Nah, bro, you have the same time. Just go home, download it today, and then play it until bowling.
It's gonna take a couple of minutes. It's a big game. It looks like.
It took me like 10 minutes max, maybe even less.
Yeah, that's crazy. I guess Brain just didn't get any fucking attention.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Let
Nobody
me go to
knows.
the Twitter, bro.
Brain is so smart that he transcended
Instagram.
time.
Yo, this is Brain right here.
Fan art inspiration for Arthur. That's George.
No, it says Dre Reed.
Oh, I guess that's their own
It
art.
says fan inspiration.
All right, so the plan for next week, we're only watching one movie because I'm going to be out of town for most of the weekend,
All right.
and it's going to be Batman.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
That's a new movie, anyways. It's
Yeah.
coming out.
Yep.
That's a movie.
Yeah, but I mean, there's no streaming movie. No streaming movie. Just watch Batman, guys.
I don't know if I can manage that. It sounds like a lot of
Bro,
work.
why the
Apparently.
fu- why does what, Arthur got the Hitler drip?
Oh no.
I know it's Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah. All right. So like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for visiting the Sleeping